Okay, hey you guys. I know I had quite a long time off YouTube. I just couldn't find any videos to make, so I decided to do the tutorial for my trick. Well, not my trick, but the trick I performed a few weeks ago or something like that, called Oil and Water. So here's the setup. You need actually 9 cards. You need 2 high spot cards and 2 low spot cards from a red and black suit. So I'd suggest like the 8 of hearts and the 9 of diamonds, 8 of clubs, 9 of spades, 4 and 5 of spades and clubs, 4 or 5 of, and also 1 extra black high spot card. So I've got the 9 of spades and 9 of clubs. Okay, so here you're just going to set them up, the black cards in front of the red cards, like so. Doesn't matter what order the blacks and reds are. And then behind that, all the cards is the 9. So, or whatever high spot card you have. So now you should have 4 black cards, 4 red cards, and 1 high spot, 9 spot card, or high black spot card, sorry. So first of all, what you're going to do is you're just going to, before you show them the 9 cards, which are, 8 cards, which are actually 9, you're going to hold the bottom 2 cards as 1. So just hold the card like this, and then put the others on top, maintaining a break. You're just going to spread them out like so, displaying 8 cards. Okay, square them up, and you can lose the break now. It doesn't matter. So now you just count off the top 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll try and explain this as best I can, but I haven't actually looked into this trick. I don't actually know how it works in full. So obviously you've just dealt out the 9 and 3 reds, or whatever black card you had. Okay, so over here you have a red card on the bottom, but you don't want them to see that, so you're going to peel off the top card, flip it over, you're going to count 1, do the same, 2, and again 3. Here, because you've got 2 cards, you don't want to peel it off, just going to put it down and then flip it over. So they have the illusion, hopefully, that you've only got 4 cards when you've got 5. So now you're just going to square up the reds and deal it out like so. So red, single, black single, red single, black single, red single, black single, red single. Because this is a double, you don't want to put it down like this, you want to put it down as a double. So just put it down, and as you put it down, square them up. So you just put down a double, and the cards are like all over the place. Just going to put it down and square it up, and explain that the black cards are lighter than the red cards, and that they've already risen to the top of the red cards. So deal out the top 4 like so. And even though sorry, even though you do an Elmsley count, it doesn't really matter, because they are actually 4 black cards. But the reason you're doing it is because later in the trick you're going to do an Elmsley count when there aren't 4 black cards. So here's how I did it. You're going to do it like this. You're going to count. You're going to do the Elmsley count like so, and then take the 2 cards and just do this. Okay, it's pretty simple. You're just going to take 2 cards in each and push the index fingers below the thumbs, and just, and then put them back, and you can spread them out if you want. And then, because there is actually a black card in the red cards, you're going to do an Elmsley count with the red cards as well. Okay? And now the black card is on the bottom. You're going to count them off like so. And this card here is a double, okay? But you just want to hold that with the little fan here. Okay, so again, you've got the black card at the bottom. You're going to count it off 1, but you don't want to square it up as you count it off. You're going to count them off like so, okay? Now, you're going to say you didn't know what to expect, so take these 3 red cards and put them back on the top, making sure that the black card is still on the bottom again. Just square up the black cards and put them on top of the red cards. So now you're in the same position as before. 4 black cards, 4 red cards, and a black card. But the order has changed, okay? Hopefully they shouldn't notice that if you, for me, because I'm using the 2 9s, hopefully they shouldn't notice that the 9 has appeared out of nowhere and the 5 has gone. But they won't be paying attention to the cards themselves, they'll be paying attention to the blacks rising to the top. So now you're just going to do exactly the same thing. Deal out the top 4. 3 reds here and a black. Okay? And then do that peeling off, so peel off, flip over, peel off, flip over, peel off, flip over the double as 1. Put down red, black, red, black, red, black, red. Put down the double as 1 and square it up. Give it a few seconds as patter or whatever. Deal out the top 4. Making sure you don't spread these cards out too far, otherwise you might see 5 up here. Okay? So deal out the top 4. Put those down squared up though, so you don't want to spread them out. Okay? And do the Elmsley count, okay? Even though there are 4 cards, but remembering there's another Elmsley count. Okay? Now spread them out like so. So that just do a little short spread of the 4 cards. So they're face up. And this time you're going to do the same Elmsley count. But when you do the fan, once you've got to here, okay, this is a double. Once you've got to here, you're not going to square it. You're not going to take these 3 cards. You're going to keep it like this. Because you're going to go black, red instead of red, black. So a way to remember this, instead of doing the numbers, do it so that the pile on the right, whichever colour it is going to go first. So the black is on the right. Then you're going to put down the red at the double as 1. Now in the performance I did it in a row so that you could see black, red, black, red. But if you're, it doesn't actually matter. So if you've got the cards, you can put down black, red. And then if you don't do it in a row, you don't have to worry about the double spreading, because they're not going to see the cards that much at all. Okay? And then you can say, well, you easily saw that going in alternating order. But it doesn't matter, because what you just did is you put down 2 blacks, a red, and a black. And so when you deal it out, like this, you're reversing that order. So the red is in the 3rd position, and as you know, that's an Elmsley count position. And like I said, this Elmsley count has not got the 4 black cards in. You're going to do the Elmsley count, but instead of showing the 4, because there's actually a red card, sorry about that. You're going to do the Elmsley count. So the red card's in the 3rd position, you're going to do the Elmsley count. Okay, now flip them over, take the top 2 off, do that same motion, and remembering the top 2 of these 2, so you're going to put the top 2 to the bottom. I actually put that tiny little move in there. Instead, they just put the top 2 to the bottom without having to do that. But to do that, it just looks a bit more natural because you're doing it before. Okay, now you're just going to flip the cards over as 1, because you don't want to see the 2nd card, which is a red card. Now you're going to hold the cards like this, so they can see this one. You're going to peel off the top one, show the bottom and top, thumb this one off here, off this pile, put that down, and then that. This is a black card, by the way. So the card you just put down is a black card. So I should just say the order of the cards are now red, black, red, black, red. So this is why you're doing this particular show. You're going to show the top and the bottom. Put down the top, thumb off the top one of this pile, which is the black card. Again, you're going to show the top and the bottom, but don't thumb them off because this is a double. You don't want to. You want to know so there's only 4. So once you've shown the top and the bottom, you're going to put the top one of the pile back onto the pile, then put the pile down here, which makes it now in the same order: red, black, red, black, red. Actually, I'm not sure that should be like that. Okay. Oh well, yeah, I think it is, yeah. And then you want to put the reds on top of the blacks, okay? Yeah, it should be like that. You want to put the reds on top of the blacks, square them up, and already it is set out like this. However, when you get to the last one, it's a double, so don't let them see the other one, okay? And that is the trick.